My name's Ryan, and I'm an alcoholic. I've been sober for about 8.5 years, and this is FIS, Freedom and Sobriety, Ep.4. In tonight's episode, I'll be talking about question 2. A few things that I'll mention in every video. This FIS is a program that got me sober. I'm not a therapist by any means. I just knew that some of the other sober programs just didn't work for me, and I needed to kind of create my own path. So hopefully this is something that might help you out. For those of you who are just viewing this episode first, what FIS is it's a question-based program where there are 19 questions and 4 lists to help you get sober. The questions are in an order. The order was created because this was the order I used to get sober. But FIS is your own individual program. So if you want to start with question 6 and move down to question 11, over to question 14, down to question 2, whatever it is, you answer however you want to answer. But what I'm doing is going through these questions to give you a little more information on each individual question. So, also, real quick, some things that I've missed telling you in the first 3 episodes. First round, going through these questions, it shouldn't just be a ho-hum answer. These questions should take a little bit of time to answer, whether it be a week, a month. I really want you to think back or think forward on these questions and really dig deep and get to know yourself and understand what your tics are and where you came from and where you want to go. It's very, very important. Now, when you reboot and go through these questions the second time and third and fourth and fifth, the answer should come much, much more quickly. But on the first round, it's extremely important to dig deep and really, really get to know yourself. So, episode 3, we talked about the first question, which was what kind of person was I before alcohol became a consistent part of my life? Question 2, what kind of person was I in the early stages of alcoholism? Before I dig into that question, our mission statement is honestly get to know yourself and make positive life changes. So again, I will read the second question. What kind of person was I in the early stages of alcoholism? This is an important follow-up question to 1. We're trying to get you to understand the build-up or downfall in your alcoholism. You know, how and where did you start? What were those first stages of alcoholism like, where you were drinking just more frequently and it became something that you had to do, not something you had or needed to do instead of just a good time. I'm just going to have a beer after work, or it became, I'm going to drink half of a fifth after work, and it just, drinking became more of a job than entertainment. But this question, the early stages of alcoholism, for me, man, this was fun. This was a really, really good time. I wasn't around. I started drinking when I was 21. Wasn't around the parents anymore. Nobody looking over my shoulder, telling me what I should or shouldn't do. So, just go get blasted at the bar. But I was still responsible, showing up to work on time and doing all the things I was required to do responsibility-wise. But going out, meeting girls, dancing, kind of getting into karaoke. I'd never really done it too much, but a few drinks and it's a good time. I enjoyed the early stages of alcoholism, and yeah, I had a lot of fun. I was the party guy. I had a ton of friends, different buddies for different days of the week, and go out on a date with this girl and then go have drinks. It was just, it was fantastic. But as I moved on and moved forward in my alcoholism, it became a very depressing, extremely lonely place where, you know, I became a liar and a cheater, and I didn't have much to offer anyone. But this question is important. What kind of person was I in the early stages of alcoholism? Just a little bit of a get to know yourself from where you started to possibly, and unfortunately, where you might be today. So that's all I have for this episode and this question. Next episode, we'll be getting into question 3. And I'll end this the same way I always do. Please subscribe, like, don't like. I've had some people who have found a little bit of success. We haven't been doing this very long, which has been extremely encouraging. Some other people have had some negative things to say about this program, which I understand. I'm new and I'm learning, and you know, some people also don't like change in sobriety programs. So, but please, comments, concerns. I'd love to share my thoughts and experiences with you, and maybe bring some of those things up in later episodes. But please subscribe, like it, don't like it. If you suffer, I hope this is a help to you. If you know someone who is suffering, who hasn't been successful in AA or other sobriety programs, I would love for you to turn them towards these videos, and maybe it could help. Maybe you can save a life. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for listening, and we'll talk soon.